Hi guys, welcome back to another Craft With Me video. Today is going to be the first ever project that we're not going to be using paper. I'm actually going to be showing you how to make different types of junk journal embellishments using only fabric. So I hope you guys stick around with me. We will be making things hand sewn. And so I hope you guys really enjoy this video and that you guys get ideas from what I'm going to show you. Now this is going to take me back to my bow making days of how to make different flowers, the different style bows. They kind of look the same but are made a little bit different, and I'll show you each one. So I have 3 different types of flowers here, and I have 3 different types of bows here. And yeah, so let's get started. So you will be needing a spool of thread and some needles. So make sure you have that. If you're not into hand sewing, I hope you still stick with me, because once I show you these, they're going to be super easy for you to make, and they'll add such a nice touch to your journals and to actually any type of project that you might be working on. I added paper clips to the majority of these just so that they can kind of stick out at the top of your page. But if you don't want to use it like that, you can add whatever else to the back, or just glue it directly onto a project. So it could be your cover, it could be a tag, it could be a gift. So just to kind of give you an idea though, let's go ahead and get started with this one. This one is our little round petal flower, and each of my flowers will have 5 petals. I just feel like that's a good number, and we're going to be starting with this one. Now the measurements of the petals vary, so this is just whatever your preference is. I will share with you the sizes that I am using, and to get these round petals, all I did was use my template here, and it's just jumbo. I think I got it like at Walmart or something. And so I am using the 2.5 inch circle, and all I did was trace on the back and cut them out. And so here are your circles. I have already done 3 petals just because it's repetitive. I didn't want you guys to have to sit through me doing each and every one of them. And so here are your petals. You'll need 5 of these. Let me move this off to the side. And I've already done 3 here. And so easy peasy. All you do is get your circle, fold it in half. It doesn't matter what direction it's in, and you're just going to do a running stitch from one end all the way to the other end. That's it. And then once you put it into your thread, it'll scrunch together. Now I like to go not too close to the edge, if you can see, only because it's not like ribbon. You can singe the edges so that it doesn't run, but with the fabric it's a little bit different. And so here is one. That's all I did, was a running stitch. And so there's 4, and I'm going to do one more just to kind of give you guys another look. So again, just folding it in half, and I just start from the top, and I just keep going back and forth, back and forth. They don't have to be exact, your stitches, but I like to use a longer needle just because it gives me a better grip. And so that is it. So once you have all of your petals together, let's kind of straighten them out here. Let's do it this way. And so we're going to put all of our petals together. So you see that the pockets are going in this way. See, I have all of them. Now I'm going to grab the knot here at the end, and I'm going to grab this, and we are going to just knot it. So make a knot here, and then once you tighten it together, look, That's it. There is your flower. And so I'm just going to double knot it, maybe triple knot. See how easy that was? And there it is. Let me put this in my little pin cushion here. Look at that. There is your little, you can kind of fix your little petals. I like for the little cups to be pretty deep. And look at that. Easy, super easy. And now I brought out some of my fun little buttons. I think I got this, where did I get that at? I'm thinking either Walmart or Hobby Lobby. And then I did get these. They're just a whole pack of wood buttons, and I got these from Walmart. So there it is. Now we can put here, I put this really pretty little flower button. I have a bunch of those. I even have it in pink. Look at that. So whatever button you like, I think I'm gonna add this gold one. Look at that. And so it has this in the back, but I think because this is metal, I don't think I want to use hot glue. I can use it, but I'm going to use a mixture of, you can use either the Gorilla Glue or the E6000, whatever you have on hand. And I'm going to use a mixture of both, because if you use both of them, the hot glue dries faster, but this will keep your metal button from going anywhere. So I use a mixture of both. So I'm going to put the Gorilla Glue first, and then I'm going to add a little bit of my hot glue, and then I'm just going to press that in. So my hot glue will keep it set, and the Gorilla Glue won't let it come out ever. So there it is. Now for the back, all you need to do is just cover it with maybe a little circle. So I have little scraps here. And if you want to add a paper clip like I did here, I'm just going to cut, it doesn't even have to be perfect, just a little circle. See that? It's even oval. It's okay. And look, all you need to do is cover it up with hot glue. I'm going to actually put a paper clip on mine. And so I'm just going to put hot glue on the top of this. So I'm going to put hot glue here. And then put this down like this. And then put hot glue around here, and then just add my little cover here. Okay. And then just add that on the back, pat it down. And there it is. You have your little, let me show you. I have a little, I brought out a little envelope here. See? Isn't that cute? So there it is. There's your first one. Not bad. And this is using circles. Now next I'm going to show you, so here's these. Next I'm going to show you how to make this one. This one you might think is a little bit more complicated. It really isn't. It's really easy. This one I did small. I did a smaller one. I wanted to see how the smaller one looked, but I like it. So sometimes you don't want something too big. Sometimes you want something smaller. Now this one has a little bit of a tip, like a pointed tip to the edge. And that's because we're using squares instead of circles. And so these are the square, I'm looking at my, oh, I didn't write this one down. I think these are, yeah, these are 2 by 2. These are 2 by 2 squares. And so with this one, you're going to get it like a diamond shape, fold it down, And then you're going to get this tip, fold it down to here. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And here is your petal. But here, we don't want all this excess here. So we're going to cut straight from here to the other point. And I'll do it again so that you can see. See that? So we're actually creating a triangle. Okay. And then we're just going to sew all the way across. Now I've already done 3. And so again, I'm starting at the top and just doing a running stitch. Now you want to make sure that you grab the tips of both here where we fold it down. And there it is. There is your little petal. Now let's do that again. Again, you're going to have the wrong side facing you. You're going to fold it down, making sure that the tips are together, and then getting one end, bringing that down to that same bottom corner, and then folding down this one again to that bottom corner. And you should come up with this. Okay? Now just grab everything and then we're going to cut straight across. And I'm still hanging on to everything. Oops. And grabbing all of my layers here. Okay. And there it is. Now you can rewind as many times as you need so that you can get a better look, but that is overall what it is. It's super easy. And then again, we're going to do the same thing. I left a tail here at one end, and then I have my needle at this end. And all we're going to do is tie a knot. Let's make sure that we have all of our petals going the same direction. Okay. And let's go ahead and tie the knot here. We'll fix our petals as we go. Look at that. Making sure we have all of our petals. And look at that. Now I'm going to just hold this tight and make a knot. So there's 1, 2, and I'm going to do a third just to be on the safe side. And then we can go ahead and cut that off. Let me put that back in my pin cushion here. And there you have your little flower. You can straighten it up. But there it is. Not bad, right? Super easy. Okay, now let's see what center I want to put on this one. Let's see. I think I do want to put another wood one. Let's take out some of my wood beads here. I don't want any of the big ones. These big ones are too big. Oh, look at that one. That one's pretty. Might be too big though. We want something a tiny bit smaller. This one I think is good. Yeah. Okay. Now we can try and sew it, but because we have that little gap in the middle here, it's going to be a little bit hard to try to sew it together. So I think all I'm going to do is just put glue, and because this is wood, it'll be fine. It won't, you want to make sure that you put your glue right on the edge of that circle in the middle, and then just add your glue, and there it is. There's your little flower. Okay, And then we're going to add again our little paper clip, and you want to add a little circle in the back just to make sure that you have that sealed. So let me add a circle here just to cover up that hole. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then again, add glue. And then put that here. And add glue here. There it is. There's your little clip. Now you can do different things on the back. You can actually add, like on this one, and I'll show you how to make this one in a minute. But look, I added a, like these clips, what are they called? The binder, like a binder clip. So I added that on the back. And look, see that? So you can add this, and then on this one, look at this. I actually added a safety pin, so if you wanted to actually pin it on something, you can do that. I have one that has a smaller paper clip. If you have something smaller, this is the same type of this, but I just did it in lace. But yeah, you can add any type of backing to it, if that, whatever you want, whatever will suit your needs. Now let's go ahead and do this one. And this one is my biggest circle, and that one is 3.5. It's a 3.5 inch circle here. And so again, all I did, it was, we're going to be doing just a running stitch all the way around, and I've already done half. So let's go ahead and finish this one. So we're going to go all the way around, and just a quick and easy running stitch all the way around. Again, try not to get too close to the edge because you don't want it to fray. Okay. And all we're going to do is, now this time, all we're going to do is do this. See that? We're just going to pull it tight. Let me just kind of fluff out my little flower here. Flatten it out. See that? Let me make sure that we have this centered in the middle. And then all I'm going to do is kind of go back and forth to make a knot. You can close it up by going diagonal, kind of going back and forth here. Either way, we're going to cover up the middle. Ooh, I almost got my finger. We're going to cover up the middle either way with a button. But see that? So you can go back and forth just to close up your center. And then I'm going to do just a little knot here. So I put it in, and then I grab this, and then I twirl it around my needle 2 or 3 times, and then that'll make a really good knot. And so just tighten that up, and ready. See that? This is going to be the back, this is the front. How cute is that? And then this one, we can add a fun little center. Let's see. I have this burgundy one that I think is really pretty. Oh, but I have that on this one too, only because it has burgundy on here. But let's see, what else? What else? We could add this. this button, or trying to see what other fun buttons I have. We have this pretty one. Actually, I like this one. Look at how pretty that looks with it. Now this one we can actually sew on. So let's do that. Let me get one of my needles here that has more thread. Let me just make a knot. And then I will start from the back, trying to make sure that I can get into one of those holes. There it is. And then we're just going to keep going back and forth. Sometimes I have a little bit of a problem finding the hole from behind, but sometimes you can see where it is once you have a few stitches in. And I'll do one more, and then again we're going to tie it off on the back, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of the fabric here and doing it again. One, oops, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. Pulling that back and then tying that off. And there it is. So again, you can put a clip, you can put a paper clip, one of these binder, these are from Tim Holtz, the little Tim Holtz binder clips. And I did use the E6000 on this one because you want to make sure that it stays. But how cute is that, right? So there's that one. Now let's do our bows. So we did all of our flowers. Let's do our bows now. Now this bow, it's just a simple rectangle. And I feel like this one is a little bit too big. So we're going to do something a little bit smaller. But look at how cute that is. And let me show you how it looks once it's clipped on. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And so I thought maybe something smaller might be better. And so this is actually going to be, this is 2.5 by 3 inches. Okay. And again, we're just going to do like a running stitch in the middle. Let me get one of my needles here. I'm hoping this might be enough thread to do this. I think it is. And so I'm going to fold it in half and crease it. So like that, I know where the center is. See that? I can see that fold. So I'm just going to do a running stitch all the way up. All the way up. Okay. And then bring that through. Make sure that it's nice and tight. And it's going to fold it down the middle. Look at that. See that? It did like an accordion fold right down the middle. And then I'm just going to wrap this around a couple times. Get the back, and then again we're going to knot it. Now you can do the traditional knot, is doing it through here and then putting it through the little loop right before you go through. So again, you put it in, and right before you pull it all the way through, you do that little knot. Okay. Now in order for us to make this little knot in here, I do have a strip already done. And so I just, whatever size strip you want, and I just grabbed a strip, and we're going to just tie a knot. And I'm going to make sure that the top and bottom tails are still right side up. And then you pull it tight. So let me show you that again. And it'll make the cutest little knot. So again, and this will do with any type of, any size strip. So you have your strip and you're gonna tie a knot, like if you're tying your shoes. But when you get to this point, you wanna make sure that both ends are facing up. See that? You tie it slowly and it'll make this cute little knot. See that? And then we just add this right in the middle. So I'm going to cut this down, add a dot of glue here, move that, press that down, and then we're going to do the same on this side. Cutting this down, and then adding another dot of glue. There it is. And again, you do the same thing. You add a paper clip and just add a little piece to cover it, just to make sure that it's secure. And there you have it. There is your little bow. Now this is the easiest one, because all it is a little rectangle. So you're gonna have the fringe all on all sides. So top, bottom, and the sides. And I just think that that's super cute. Okay, so there's that one. This one is folded on the top and bottom. And then we leave the fringe on the side and just do a simple little wraparound. And so with this one is 5.5 by 2.5. And so with this one, I'm going to call this one my vertical, because we're gonna fold it up, fold the sides up and down. So we're gonna fold it this way, and then we're gonna fold it this way. And so I'm just gonna do it this way with the back facing me, and I'm gonna put it towards the center. You want the other side, you can do either way, but you need for the whatever side you're gonna have, you're gonna need for it to overlap just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to crease it just so that I know where that center is. Okay. And then I'm just going to do a running stitch all the way down. Let's see which needle still has a pretty good amount of thread. I think this one. So let's go ahead and do this one again. And that'll just give you cleaner edges on the top and bottom. And it will give it a little bit more thickness. Okay. And then again, pulling it through, wrapping it around just a couple times, and then tying it off. One more time. And there it is. There's your bow. Now with the center, I have a strip, and all we're going to do is add it right in the middle and just wrap it around. Nothing too fancy. So I'm just going to put a little dot of glue on the back, put that down, and then we're going to wrap this around. And then I'm going to cut this here Save that piece for something else, for another bow. And then just add another dot of glue here. Press that down, and there it is. There is your bow. Cute, right? Now, if you wanted to do something with like a safety pin, let me grab one. Then you can actually, instead of gluing it, before you glue it there, you put this down first and then you wrap it. But if you wanted to just do it like this, you make sure that this part is facing down, and then you can glue it, and then you just glue another little piece on top. And that's how I did this one. You see that? So you glue this side down, then you put a little piece on top, the fabric, and then there you have it. And then you can clip that onto whatever project, if that's what you wanted. Okay, so there's that. There's that one, and then there's this one. And this one I'm going to call my horizontal because you fold it in this way. So instead of that one, you're doing it this way. This one, you lay it flat as a triangle this way, and then you bring it in like this, so that you have the sides folded in. Now these I actually got from Hobby Lobby, if you remember. They were on sale, and so I got this, and that's when I did my little center here. But because this one's smaller, I'm thinking I probably won't do that. But again, the same thing. You want to overlap it in the middle, kind of eyeballing it. And then you can go ahead and crease it so that you know where that center part is. I am going to need more thread though. So let me thread another needle. So let me do this really quickly. Okay. And then so once I know that that's where the center is, make sure that you're getting both ends and just do a quick running stitch all the way up. Okay. Now I'm no expert. I'm sure that there's probably other ways to do this, but this is how I learned, and this is how I like to make them. So what's happening here? There it is. Okay. And then I'm going to just wrap this around again. 2, 3. Making sure that it's nice in the middle. Let me just put this a little bit further over. Looks like I didn't grab that end there. Let me try this again. See how that's coming out here? I didn't grab both ends. See? It was too good to be true not to mess up. So let's try that again. See how it was already coming open? I'm going to do that again. So let's do it this way because I want to make sure that I have both ends. So I think I'm going to do the running stitch this way, but I'm going to start from the bottom, from the going upwards, because I want this part to lay this way. And if you do it this way, then it's going to come out. It's just going to lay different. And so I'm going to do it this way. This is just making sure that I'm getting both sides. Okay. There. Much better. Okay, now, see that? And then again, just tying it off. I'm going to do one more. Cute, right? And then we need something for the middle. Maybe I'll add this one just to kind of give it a little bit so it's not so dark. Now, if we wanted to add something like this, let me just kind of quickly show you how that's done. Let me take these out. I used to use these a lot when I would make fancy bows for my daughters. So here, you're going to put it in, and then you're going to put it that way. So like that, it only shows the circle. See that? And then this is what's going to hang on to your fabric or your ribbon, whatever it is that you decide to use. Let's go ahead and just add it because it's cute, right? So let me add a little bit of glue here. And then let's kind of position this where we want it. And then come back here. Add glue. Fluff it out, and there it is. Isn't that too cute? So there we have these. Now I think I'm going to make a part 2 because there's another project that I want to show you how to do with fabric. And so here's these. So let me know if you guys like these. Let me know if you'll try them. They're super easy to make. Look at how many we made already in the few minutes that we've been that I've been recording. But I really think that they're really fun, and I think that they would be like a really nice touch to kind of add little fun embellishments to our projects. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. I'm going to show you, look at how I made these. This is going to be for tomorrow. But I made some using strips of fabric, and we're adding little buttons and beads and everything to them. So make sure you guys come back tomorrow to see these. These are going to be really fun to make. And so I'm going to share with you how I did that. But for the meantime, that's what these are. And I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.